Coming up on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I was saying this earlier, that I think all the people who had served in Afghanistan, I think they bought us 20 years of not having to worry about terror threats here at home. You know, my oldest son, I mean, he was 6 months old when the towers fell, and now he actually has some friends who've enlisted and are serving our country now. And it's odd to watch how life progresses and the things that have happened in the past 20 years. Coming up on this anniversary of 9/11, now it seems like we're kind of back, not even really at square one, and I've heard this often too, we're even before square one. And one of the biggest things that are going against us, and since you've been there on the ground and you know this, not having a surveillance network, having only being able to rely on satellite surveillance, not having a network, because you mentioned earlier, who's going to trust the United States again, especially in an area like this where you have Afghanistan surrounded by countries that are not going to let us use airspace. They're not going to let us use anything to stage any kind of ground invasion like Lindsey Graham wants or anything else. So where does that put us, and what does that make Afghanistan now going forward? How dangerous is that to national security?
Oh, we gave up an intelligence network that took 20 years to build. And not only that, we left American citizens there that are going to become hostages. Mark my word, they're going to become hostages, and the Taliban are going to use them as pawns to try to get whatever it is that they want, whether it's recognition from the U.S. government or other governments that they're a legitimate nation, or they're going to want to do trades with other prisoners that are at Gitmo or other places around the world. They will become pawns to what is happening right now. With the anniversary of September 11th coming up, which is dear to my heart, it's our job as American citizens, as freedom lovers, to remember those who sacrificed life and limb to keep us safe, to keep those intelligence networks intact for the past 20 years, and to keep the fight off of our shores. So the sacrifice that was made by the many who served and the many that were injured and that were killed, that cannot be forgotten. So really, as American citizens, it's our responsibility to honor that, to appreciate that, to remember that. If you know a Gold Star family, thank them. They want to hear from you. They want to know that their child's sacrifice was not in vain, that you appreciate the past 20 years that we have had of no major terrorist attacks.